people, I'm Ginny Metheral, I'm 4th generation witch. We're back with part 2 of my What Witchcraft You Can Do on Which Day and Why for the month of March. Now, as you all remember, due to my sheer incompetence, I failed to get out the whole video as I normally do at the beginning of the month. And so here is the part 2. I think we've got up to March the 8th, possibly 6th or 8th. And so I'll put part 1 up here for you so you can go and have a look at it. Part 1 of Witchcraft for March covers the overriding trends that run through the month of March and what witchcraft you would do over the whole month, and then covers the day-to-day witchcraft for the first week. So having said that, we can now move swiftly on to the next few weeks of March, and here's your day-to-day witchcraft for then. So we're going to start with the 14th of March, which is of course the night of the full moon. The full moon this month is in Virgo. It's known by several names: the chaste moon, the Lenten moon, the plough moon, again, because we're doing some ploughing, I presume. The chaste moon is a leftover Christian name of the moon, actually, because during Lent you were supposed to abstain from anything fun, including some procreation, so not allowed to do any of that, and hence why you should be chaste. It also has something to do, though, with the fact that the moon is in Virgo, the virgin, the girl. And Virgo keeps us grounded, which is really important because this particular moon has a full eclipse happening on it. In the UK, you will see the eclipse best between 6:20 in the morning and 7:30. So you get up and have a look at it. And what it will do, it will blush the moon blood red, and these beautiful pinks and oranges and red hues will traverse across the moon. Eclipses were always seen by our ancient ancestors as signs of doom and transformation. And there is quite a lot of superstitions that go with eclipses of the moon. But we are helped in this matter with Virgo. Virgo keeps us grounded, and therefore we can face the oncoming onslaught of whatever's going to happen in the future with equanimity and calm. So many cultures always thought eclipses portend doom and change. The Aztecs believed so, and the ancient Christians, it is mentioned in the Bible that when the moon turns blood red and the sun turns dark, i.e. an eclipse, it predicts that the Lord will cometh. The Aztecs also believed that eclipses of the sun and the moon, followed by earthquakes, would show that the end of the world was coming. It would be apocalyptic. Now, I don't think that there is any apocalypse happening. I really don't. I'm just pointing out to you what our ancient cultures used to believe. There is one superstition which I probably would, not change, and that is a pregnant woman should not go out and bathe in the light of the moon, especially when it's an eclipse, so that the full moon eclipse will not transfer itself to her unborn child and create madness or change how the baby grows. Lunacy was named after the moon. Psychiatric services throughout all the world will prepare for the nights of the full moon because it does have an effect on people. And this is where we get the word lunacy from. So there is something in that, maybe. The 15th of March, commonly known as the Ides of March. You remember your Shakespeare, Beware the Ides of March? Today is a day when you should look out and beware of weasels and hares, for to see a weasel or a hare today means your endeavours will not end well. You will not speed well with your tasks. So, watch out. Oh, and if you're Julius Caesar, also watch out because, you might die. The 16th of March is the best day for a cat to be born. So should you be looking for a new cat, try to find a kitten that was born on this day. They are considered the best of cats. It's a bit like the ancient Egyptians used to, shave their eyebrows when the cat of their household died. I mean, they were worshipped as sort of mouthpieces of the gods, and they believed that they were highly connected with the moon. So this day is a great day to try out your ailuromancy, talking to cats. If you haven't watched my part 1, this is where you divine with your cat any question that you may have. Go and have a look at that video and it will tell you how to do it. This is the day that you should really try it and you'll get the best results. It is also a good day for a black cockerel to be born. In fact, I think it's not just today, but any day in March where a black cockerel is born, you should collect one and keep them about your house. then their crowing will protect your home from evil spirits. The crowing of a black cockerel born in March terrifies evil spirits. So find a black cockerel born today, take them home, keep them as a pet, and when they crow in the morning, know that you will be freed of evil spirits. The 17th of March, as we all know, is St Patrick's Day. This is the day for the Irish. Now, there is a traditional toast that you should do on this day if you are Irish, and that is to raise your glass of Guinness or beer or wine, whatever it is, and give a toast to St Patrick, and then drain that. And when you've got down to the dregs, then you put a shamrock in the glass, and then with the last swirling dregs, you pitch that shamrock over your shoulder, and this will bring you luck. Pitching anything over your shoulder has always been perceived as a sign of luck. Do you remember the throwing salt over your shoulder 3 times into the devil's eye? Same sort of approach is happening here. The 17th also is something called the equinox. Now, this is the time when day and night are in perfect balance. That's not Ostara, that's when the world is in balance. The equinox is when there is equal day and equal night. It's a great time to start your Ostara spells and divinations because we are at one. We are coming into perfect harmony. The 19th of March is an interesting day because this is the day when you're supposed to ditch your warming pan or your electric blanket or your heating, lest the devil becomes your bedfellow, attracted by the warmth of your bed. Now, I'm not going to do this because I can't imagine going to bed on the 19th of March without turning on my electric blanket. I would freeze if I didn't. So I'm not following this superstition, but it's there if you would like to. The 19th is also a great day to be born, and if you are born on this day, you cannot be killed in battle. And so you should go out and become a soldier or a warrior for your people, and you will not be able to be killed in battle. I mean, it doesn't say that you won't be harmed in battle, just says that you won't be killed in battle. It also means that if you're born on the 19th, you're extremely lucky. So if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, and lucky you! The 20th of March is, of course, the great Sabbath of Ostara. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about it in this video because I'm going to do my Ostara video next week that you can catch up with all things Ostara then. However, I will say this is the most wonderful day to go out and greet the dawn and then eat eggs for breakfast whilst you have a vase of primroses on the table. This will bring you luck and joy and enable you to commune with the Fae throughout the rest of the year. So, try it. The 21st of March is the day that the sun enters the house of Aries, and as always, I like to read to you from the Calendar of Shepherds in 1604 and tell you what they think about the Aries man and Aries woman. If you agree with this, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so he that is born in Aries shall be of good wit, and neither rich nor poor. He shall be soon angry and soon please. He shall have damage by his neighbours and a power over dead folks' goods. He shall be a liar and unsteadfast of courage, and he will take vengeance on his enemies. Until 34 years old, he shall be a fornicator and wedded at 35. And if he is not wed, he will be chaste. He shall have great sickness at 22, and if he escapes, he shall live until he's 75. And that is the Aries man. I like the fact that he fornicates right up until he gets married, and if he doesn't get married, he becomes chaste. I think that's quite sweet. Anyway, let's have a look at the Aries woman. The woman that is born at this time shall be ireful and suffer great wrongs from day to day. She shall lose her husband, but recover a better one. How nice. She shall be sick at 5 years and in danger at 25, but if she escapes, she will be in doubt until 43 years, but afterwards will prosper. I quite like the sound of the Aries woman. I mean, she has to wait until she's middle-aged until she prospers, but at least she does. The 25th of March is a very fortunate day to go looking for fairies, but be warned, the fae are capricious, and so should you go off pixie hunting, make sure that you wear your coat and that you can turn it inside out and it will be fully reversible, because this will confuse any fae that you might find, so you cannot be fairy struck or they can't abduct you. What happens is that when you turn your coat on inside out, the fairies look at you and think, why are you such an idiot for doing that? But this gives you time to flee for the hills. So give it a go. The 28th of March is the day that the Scots like to go out and appease the gods for a great harvest. So what they would do is they would take some mead or some wine or some beer, whatever their, tipple of choice is, or whiskey possibly, and then go and stand at midnight in the sea up to their chests and then cast their spell to bring about a good harvest. So if you are Scottish and you are a fisherman of some kind, then try it. The 29th of March is the night of the new moon. This is a super new moon, so although we can't see it because, it's dark, of the moons that is closest to the Earth during its yearly cycle that we are going through. This super new moon is in Aries. Now, Aries is very go-getting, and many astrologers believe that each new moon takes on the characteristics of the sign that it appears in. And because Aries is such a strong and virulent force of nature, this is a great time to go out and get everything that you want. Use this new moon to set your plan to get whatever it is that you need or desire, a new mood, a new relationship, a new anything. And Aries will really help you drive forward those desires. It is also a solar eclipse day. Do you remember what I said about the Bible saying, when you have a blood red moon and the sun grows dim, it is the time before the apocalypse? Well, this is happening this month. We're having a blood red moon and a dimmed sun because there is a partial solar eclipse happening today. So watch out. It might be the time of the second coming. I mean, it probably isn't. I don't think it's going to be necessarily, but it doesn't forebode good things, does it? The 30th of March is a Sunday, and this in the UK is known as Mothering Sunday, and this is when every child should make sure that they dine with their parents. It's a sweet custom, this. It was adopted by the church in about the 1890s, so it's got absolutely nothing to do with people visiting the mothering church. It was literally visiting your mother, and we've been celebrating this day for generations. I believe that in the US, your Mothering Sunday is a bit later, but I don't really know very much about it. If you know about it, can you just tell me in the comments? I would love to hear. And then finally, we have the 31st of March. Now, this is a day when it's very important for you to go to bed and the last words out of your mouth are going to be hair, as in the long-eared variety. This will bring you excellent luck for the future. And when you wake up on the 1st of April, then you can immediately say white rabbit or rabbit, depending on your traditions. But this is the day to do it. It is important that the last thing that comes out of your mouth on the 31st of March is hair, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth on the 1st of April is rabbit, or white rabbits. Either will do, I think. Well, and with the 31st, we've reached the end of the Almanac. I love hearing your thoughts about it, so please do leave me any comments that you might have down below. I promise you I will respond. And apart from that, if you want to learn more about witchcraft, do go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/Ginny Metheral. And there is so much to learn. But if you're a new baby witch or even an advanced witch, do come along and have a go. I promise you that you will learn so much with me. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy your March, and I will see you in my next video.